with the headlines. Brief history of Cordillera. It's more fun in the Cordillera region. Travel to car. Guide to car. We're in Cordillera. Good morning Philippines, good morning world. This is the BTM News, balitang tapat na maaasahan, boses ng bayan. Cordillera Administrative Region is a highland region in the northern part of Luzon. Its landscape and geography are dominated by the Cordillera Central, which also extends to parts of the nearby Ilocos region. The term Cordillera refers to a broad sequence of mountain ranges. It has a Spanish origin derived from the term Cordilla, meaning a small road. The Cordillera Administrative Region was established on July 15, 1987 through Executive Order No. 220 issued by President Quezon Aquino. It is the only landlocked region of the Philippines comprising the provinces previously part of the old Mountain Province. The Cordillera region was created by merging some of the provinces from the old Ilocano regions, Abra, Benguet, and Mountain Province, while the Cagayan Valley are Ifugao and Kalinga and Apayao. The region consists of these provinces of Abra, Apayao, Benguet, Ifugao, Kalinga, and Mountain Province. It is composed of 73 municipalities, 2 cities, 7 congressional districts, and 1,176 barangays. These cities are the famous Baguio City and the component city of Tabo. And the regional center of CAR is the chartered city of Baguio, officially known as the summer capital of the Philippines. And now, let's go to Kuya J to know the geographical characteristics of the Cordillera region.
The climate and the weather of CAR. August has the highest average rainfall within 905 mm. Due to its high mean elevation, CAR is renowned for its chilly climate. The first climatic type, which includes the provinces of Abra and Benguet, is marked by 2 distinct seasons, a dry season from November to April and a wet season the rest of the year. Apayao, Mount Province, Ifugao, and Kalinga are within the third climatic type, where seasons are not pronounced but are relatively dry from November to April and wet for the rest of the year. Some parts of Apayao are covered under the second and fourth climatic type, where the climate has no dry season but is marked with maximum rainfall in November and December, and where the climate has even distribution of rainfall throughout the year. April is the hottest month, while January is the coldest. Back to you, Rain.
Wow! It looks like that Cordillera region has a cold climate. Kaya kung may balak kayong pumunta, huwag kakalimutan ang jacket. Thank you, Kuya J. Now, let's go to Ate Girl Irish to report about the topography of CAR.
The hydrographical characteristics of Sayar Cordillera is the only landlocked region in the Philippines. It hosts 13 major river basins with an estimated drainage area of 80,000 square kilometers and is home to 46 major proclaimed forests and watersheds. This river system and watersheds are the water source for irrigation of agricultural lands and generating electricity and other economic purposes, including household activities. Geological and geographical information of CAR, the region's total land area is 1 million hectares or 6.2% of the country's total land area. It has mountainous topography characterized by towering peaks, ridges, and intermittent patches of the valley. About 71% of the region's land area has slopes of 30 degrees and above. Back to you, Rain.
Thank you, Ate Girl Irish. And now, here is Ate Girl Jodine to report on how to go to CAR region. Pasok, girl!
Thank you, Rain. Did you know the Erlocan Airport, located in Baguio, is the only functional airport in the region? The majority of commercial airlines, however, discontinue flying in the city because of its tiny runway. But there are still a few small charter planes that have frequent flights from other airports. Yung the Cagayan Valley to Baguio in Nueva Vizcaya, charter flights on Platinum Skies depart from Bagabag airports by major bus companies in Manila only. On the Manila-Baguio Road by land from Manila and Quezon City, night buses operated by Cable Tours travel to Bondoc. Buses travel the road from Solona to Banawe. From the Cagayan Valley, buses are available from Santiago City. Two Paracels buses from Manila travel from the Ilocos region to Abra.
These are the ethno-linguistic groups in CAR. The Cordillera region is the ancestral homeland of the Cordillera indigenous peoples, collectively referred to as the Igorots, meaning people of the mountain. There are 7 major ethno-linguistic groups or peoples, namely the Cancanese, the Bontocs, the Kaligas, the Ifugao, the Tingwan, and the Apayao, or Isneg and Ibaloy. However, these are the popular reference to indigenous groups, but these are more peoples as distinct as Ili is a self-identifying group of indigenous people with their own defined territory as their ancestral land and their own indigenous social-cultural system. The various indigenous groups are spread out throughout the Cordillera. The following list indigenous groups based on their provincial location and on demographic concentration in Abra, Tingian, Itneg, Binohonan. In Apayao, Isneg, Isnag, Apayao. In Benguet, Cancanay, Iaplay, Bontoc, Ibaloy. Ibaloy or Nabaloy. And Carao, Carao and Ifugao. Ifugao, Ipugao, and Kalanguya, Ikalahan. In Kalinga, Kalinga, Limos, Limos Liwan, Kalinga. And Isneg, Isnag, Apayao. Here is the fun fact teller ring.
Did you know that the Cordillera has a heritage site that was recognized by UNESCO? And it is one of the national treasures of Ifugao, the Banawe Rice Terraces, another name for the rice terraces of the Philippine Cordilleras, was named a UNESCO World Heritage Site in the year 1995 for its cultural importance. While you can get a glimpse of some terraces from the main viewpoint in Banawe, located along the highway, there are specifically 5 designated sites included in the UNESCO inscription, all of which can be found in the province of Ifugao. These are the Nagakadan Rice Terraces in Kiangan, the Hungduan Rice Terraces, and the Mayoyao Rice Terraces, as well as 2 located in Banawe, the Rice Terraces of Batat and Bangaan.
It's more fun in the Cordillera region. As the locals say, I am Irish Manaloto, this ate girl, Mr. J.
And I am Kuya CJ. Tama nga ang sinasabi nila. Napakasaya at napakaganda ng Cordillera.
I'm Ate Girl Judine, so kayo na pa tinihintay mo. Arat na sa Cordillera.
This is the news for today. I am Rainier Supan, and this is the BTM News, balitang tapat na maaasahan, boses ng bayan.
Hello, I am Irish Manolba. I'll be your tour guide in Benguet for today's video. Benguet, the most known for being the home of Baguio, a top tourist destination that also holds the summer capital of the Philippines. Province of Benguet in Luzon is famous for strawberry production, but the plantation in La Trinidad have seen the town called the Strawberry Fields of the Philippines, and the town is even listed in the Guinness Book of World Records for producing the biggest strawberry shortcake, a monster weighing over 9,000 kilograms. The Trinidad Strawberry Farm in Benguet is a common side trip by visitors of Baguio City. What are the amazing cultural heritage in Benguet? Garden or Igorot Park. It is a place of converge of the Cordillera, Walks of Life, the Cordillera Freedom Monument, the sculpture of 5 Igorot men displaying their strength is the centerpiece of the park. Our Lady of Atonement Cathedral. This church has the simple but elegant facade which is pink in color with rosy style windows. The church shows a unique architectural style complete with pyramidal rooftop and twin belfries. Panagbenga Festival is an annual flower festival celebrated every February which takes place in Baguio City, Philippines. The term Panagbenga comes from a Cancanate term meaning seasons of blooming. The mansion consists of an elegantly designed Spanish colonial revival main building and a guest house. The elaborate main gate, made of ornate ironwork, was once thought to be a replica of a main gate of Buckingham Palace in London. But this is false. Lionhead, it was conceptualized by the Lions Club members of Baguio during the term of Luis Nartizabat as mayor of Baguio from 1969 to 1970 as the club's president to become the club's symbol or imprint in the area. Wood carving and bamboo crafts. Baguio City's artistic culture range from craft and folk art expression to wood carving, silver craft, weaving, and tattooing. Auto crafts and folk art represent an essential cornerstone of the city. Local trade and creative tourism economy. What are the best tourism destinations in Benguet? There are 5 destinations that you want to hear. Number 1, Mount Pulag is famous for its sea of clouds and its exceptional view of the Milky Way galaxy at dawn, which has attracted many tourists who wish to see the otherworldly scenery. Mount Pulag is famous for its sea of clouds and its exceptional view of the Milky Way galaxy at dawn, which has attracted many tourists who wish to see the otherworldly scenery. The Valley of Colors, located along Halsema Highway in La Trinidad, Benguet. Most people think it's located in Baguio City, but it's actually a few kilometers away from the city. Why did you go there? Bayakbak Falls emanates from the mountains of Tublag and Kapangan. Both are municipalities of Benguet. Bayakbak literally means falls or cascade in the Ibaloy language. So that's how the name of the falls came to be. Bayakbak is a 3-layered waterfall. Only the first drop, however, is visible once stepping on the side. Northern Blossom Flower Farm is a 2 hectares from which mountain view located in Atok, Benguet. It features echeveria plants, colorful rose cabbage, vibrant sunflowers, pastel-colored flowers, marigolds, delphinium, matiola, and roses planted in wide rolling fruits. Because of its gaining popularity in the past years by means of social media platforms, the Northern Blossom Flower Farm got featured in popular TV shows such as Kapamilya News, Matalawin, and Kapuso Mo Dyan Si Kaso. The La Trinidad Strawberry Farm is a farm in the town of La Trinidad, Benguet, Philippines, primarily used for the cultivation of strawberries. Located just 30 minutes from Baguio City, Strawberry Farm opened its doors for the activity from November to May every year. What are the famous food in Benguet? Pinaneg. Pinaneg is a traditional blood sausage commonly served at Ibaloy festivities. It is made of pork, blood, rice, and other spices stuffed into clean pork intestines. A must-try when in the mountains of Cordillera. Lengua de gato, Filipino butter cookies that are thin, crispy, and so buttery. Lengua de gato is a Spanish term that translates to cat's tongue in English. Peanut brittle is smooth flat candy similar to toffee with peanuts in it. Once it cools, it's broken into small individual-sized pieces of hard candy and lasts at room temperature for several weeks. Peanut brittle was said to have been created by a woman in the South who was making toffee. Strawberry taho is a famous delicacy in Baguio City. It's a soybean curd with strawberry sauce and pieces. Sundot kulangot. They are popularly called sundot kulangot, described as a native candy from the Philippines composed primarily of coconut jam. Enclosed in wood orbs which are in turn held by bamboo sticks. This one measures about 9 inches in length. It's sweet, soft, and a bit packed. Strawberry jam can give any meal a sweet, delicious twist. Just a tablespoon of it can give you a boost of energy and provide a rich of antioxidants to combat disease. Espasupiri is the owner last name and the business has been around since 1950 and is very famous in Baguio. Espasupiri takes pride in their 100% pork by spices recipe. They don't add extenders, MSG, nitrites, or even preservatives. That's all. Thank you.
Hello, I am Rier Supan and I will be your tour guide for today. Let's open our eyes and see and be mesmerized with the beauty of the province Abra. Did you know that Abra is a landlocked province of the Philippines in the Cordillera administrative region in Luzon? Its capital is Benguet. Its deep valleys and sloping hills are enclosed by rugged mountains, except in the western portion where the Abra River flows towards the coastal plains of Ilocos Sur. It was founded in the year 1901 or 1917 with an area of 4,165 km² and a population of 250,985. Abra has 27 municipalities, namely Benguet, Polimay, Bukay, Buklok, Diquiman, Danglas, Dolores, La Paz, Lacob, Langilang, Lagayan, Langiten, Likuan, Baay, Luba, Malibcong, Manobo, Peñarobla, Pidigan, Pilar, Salapadan, San Isidro, San Juan, San Quintin, Tayum, Tineg, Tubo, and Villaviciosa. The total number of barangays in the province is 324. This landlocked province is a melting pot of the lowland people of dominant Spanish ancestry and the unique ethnicity of the upland Tingulan tribe. Insulated by the mountainous gazebo, nature has remained pristine in Abra and the life goes at a relaxed pace away from the humdrum of urban, cosmopolitan living. Abra is famous and known for the Abra River, bell fabrics, and horses. These are the famous delicacies in Abra: sinuman,
A triangular-shaped rice cake or suman served as if. This traditional treat is made from glutinous rice, sugar, and coconut milk, wrapped in banana leaves. The lechon de abra. It is quite similar to the lechon in Tacloban City, stuffed with thinly sliced leaves and seasoned with plenty of chopped garlic, salt, and pepper. The meat does not know trace of cholesterol, and the crispy skin is unforgettable. Dinengdeng. This is a simple food present on almost every dining table in the region. This is a dish that can easily be prepared, and the ingredients are not hard to find and as they present in the backyards of almost lives.
Good day everyone, I am Cardian D. Sampang and I'll be your tour guide for the day. Let's go to the beautiful home of the rice terraces. It's Ifugao. The Ifugao region in which surrounds Banawe is known for its rice terrace hills, which are the most impressive in the world. Covering 4,000 miles of the landscape, there are 14 clusters of rice terraces in the region. The 5 of them have UNESCO World Heritage status. The first one is the Batad Rice Terraces. Batad Rice Terraces is the hand-carved 2,000 plus year old rice terrace field and become part of the UNESCO World Heritage Site in the year of 1995. Batad Rice Terraces has a total distance of 4 kilometers. The next one is Bangangan Rice Terraces. The Bangangan Rice Terraces is one of the most beautiful places in the Philippines. Rows of immaculate terraces radiate the central village in which still contains some of the traditional Ifugao houses called Bale. The next one is Bogia Hot Spring. Bogia Hot Springs lies beside of Hungduan River. Its sulfuric waters offers a healing and relaxing bath. A pool has been erected to contain the thermal waters. This can fit around 10 individuals. And lastly, the Mount Napulawan. Mount Napulawan is derived from the Ifugao term Tuwale, which literally means white. Perhaps this is because of the cloud and fog which preternaturally cover the mountain. Local says that Bibio, a fairy, guard the mountain. And the last one, Nakagadan Rice Terraces, is located at Barangay Nakagadan, Kiangan, Ifugao. The Rice Terraces cluster of Nakagadan was declared a heritage site by the UNESCO in 1995 in recognition of its outstanding universal value, specifically for the sustainable and communal system of rice production, for the labor of more than 1,000 generations of farmers who has created a landscape using natural resources for the harmonious interaction of man and environment. You heard right, the 5 UNESCO World Heritage Site in Ifugao. Now let's move on the tourist spot in Ifugao. To begin with, the Kiangan Shrine. Kiangan Shrine, Bantayog ng Kiangan or Kiangan Shrine, marks the capture of General Tomoyuki Yamashita, the Tiger of Malaya, and the highest commander of the Japanese Imperial Army, whose fall also marked the end of the World War II. The second is the Fia Falls. The Fia Falls is the massive river fall from its brink, around 30 meters in height, is imposing. It seems that all the streams of the mountains convene together to create a gigantic spring of water. The next one is Bogia Hot Spring. Bogia Hot Springs lies beside of Hungduan River. Its sulfuric waters offers a healing and relaxing bath. A pool has been erected to contain the thermal waters. This can fit around 10 individuals. And lastly, the Mount Napulawan. Mount Napulawan is derived from the Ifugao term Tuwale, which literally means white. Perhaps this is because of the cloud and fog which preternaturally cover the mountain. Local says that Bibio, a fairy, guard the mountain. And now, let's proceed to the famous delicacies in Ifugao. Binaod. Binaod is a native delicacy of Ifugao. The intestines of the pig prepared just after the pig mature have been dried and collected, and it's eaten with sayote and leaves and rice.
Hello, I am Judin Tanggol. I will be your guide for the day. Let's go to the beautiful place in Apayao. Let's go first to the cultural heritage, Sinker Bell Tower. The tower is believed to be sinking at a rate of an inch every year. There aren't any conclusive scientific explanation for this, but one accepted theory is the tower is built on sandy land and its heavy and massive structure. The Siam Festival is celebrated every 14th of February. It also marks the founding anniversary of the province and snags. Mount Kilang. They call it the Blazing Mountain of God, is one of the highest point in Apayao, standing at 1,656 meters. And now, the famous delicacies in Apayao. Pinalatan. Pinalatan is one of the most dish. Also, they serve Apayao people like most chili foods, which this food has, and most of all it tastes good and beyond it's affordable, one of the most unique dish in Apayao. Sinagan, similar to dinuguan, is made of pork innards burnt until crispy like chicharon. Pinikpikan. The way that the chicken is slaughtered, it's gently beaten to death with a stick in a ritual. Binaltit is an appetizer consisting of ground pork cooked with coconut milk and garnished with plenty of chili powder and thin strips. Thank you and I hope you enjoy.
Hello, I am Irish Manaloto. I will be your tour guide in Mountain Province for today's video. Mountain Province is most known for its hanging coffins where mummified remains of the local ancestors are found. Other points of interest are the different historical sites like the Dapoy or Ato, an ancient practice of tribal elders is still coming together to this day to decide issues and concerns. Nangay Festival. It has become the largest common of the province, showcasing the best of its cultural heritage. Different indigenous peoples comprise the peoples of the Mountain Province, and the Langay Festival served as a unifying occasion, strengthening peace and harmony among them. Bontoc Museum. The museum collection includes traditional costumes, hunting and farming tools, and turn-of-the-century photographs of the Ifugao headhunter warriors, and it features a range of artifacts crafted by the Igorots for domestic purposes to be used for traditional celebration or practices. At the hanging coffins, the reason the coffins were hung was due to the belief that the higher the dead were placed, the greater chance of their spirit reaching a higher nature in the afterlife. Many of the locations of the coffins are difficult to reach, but can be appreciated from afar. Maliggong Rice Terraces, considered as one of the emerging treasures of the Bontoc. The Maliggong Rice Terraces is known for its stone walls, which make the terraces more steady in withstanding erosion. What are the tourism destinations in Mountain Province? 1. Marlborough Hills. The scene at the Marlborough Hills is reminiscent of the Marlborough Man and Marlborough Commercial. Thus, the place was called as such. Visiting Sagada would be incomplete without experiencing their famous Sea of Clouds. It is best to visit this place during summer, where Sea of Clouds occurs often. Bumod-ok Falls, also known as the Mother Falls, was coined from the Kankanay word Budok, or the sudden strong current of water coming from the top of the mountain, which is its water source. Mount Amuyao, has an elevation height of 2,000 meters above sea level. It is the popular interest in the municipality and is among the top 10 highest mountains in the Philippines archipelago. The mountain is early hunting ground of the ancestor of Balik and has claimed their ancestral rights over this forest. Famous food in Mountain Province, Etag, is salted pork ham in a gross traditional way to preserve the dried upon reaching the town center. Had lunch in Taitaplan restaurant was considered to be one of the best in Bontoc. Lemon pie, the main specialty product of Sagada. Lemon pie have a soft, light, and spongy sweet meringue layer contrasted by the mildy sour and tangy lemon curd that are sure to win your taste buds. That's all for today's video of Mountain Province. Bye!
I am Judin Tanggol. I will be your guide for today. Let's go to the beautiful place in Kalinga. Let's go to the first cultural heritage, Ulalim Festival. The Ulalim Festival is a tourism and industry promotional event for 3 days, February 13 to 16, showcasing the rich cultural heritage of the people and the bountiful natural resources. Matagoan Festival. The Matagoan Festival celebrates the warm and peaceful relationship between and among the different tribes that reside in Tabuk. The festival highlights the indigenous practices, arts, and dance of the different sub-tribes. The Kulibit. The Kulibit is a type of tube sitar played by the Kalinga people of the Philippines. The instruments consist of a long tube of bamboo. Now, let's go to the tourist destination. Sulphur Hills. The surreal Sulphur Hills lie on the lower slopes of Mountain Binuluan. To get here, you need to trek on hunters' trails for Laroy Falls. Laroy Falls is considered the highest falls in Kalinga province. It composes of at least 8 different cascades plunging towards the Pasil River. Lubo and Mangali rise terraces. From the road, these terraces look like circular cascades. They surround the village of Lubo. The Tanudan River passes alongside these terraces. The famous delicacies in Kalinga. Inandila, the native delicacy of Kalinga made of powd malagkit sticky rice ladok. The brown participated left in coconut oil. Thank you and I hope you enjoy.